So sorry I was too late to show you, but this car here, two people, the driver and a passenger, carried a space heater out and put it in the back seat. Then she walked around and got on that side. They're just leaving now. They carried it right out of this building. So that's what the car looks like. Can't really see the license number. Almost. If I probably zoomed in, I could, but I don't feel like messing with it right now. But that's the kind of car it was. They came here after I called the landlord about the space heater. The car showed up. You'll see them here. They're pulling out now. I can get a side view of it. Hold on here. But she put the space heater in this side door right in the back seat right there. So they must have had to let it cool off for a while. And it has been. It's cooled off since I left. That's what it looks like, the car. So I know this video is not explaining much, but for the past couple days, I've been smelling kerosene or heating oil. Like, not heating oil you would put in a furnace like in a house, but heating oil like you would put in a tank for a space heater, like such as kerosene, but it didn't smell quite like kerosene. It smelled like lamp oil or something like that. And they were trying to cover it up with incense. And I kept smelling incense thinking, oh, they're smoking weed again. But no, it was kerosene, or not kerosene. I'll use the word kerosene, but it was heating oil, something like that. Lamp oil. So I went to leave this morning to go to the store, and lo and behold, the whole hallway's full of that smell, kerosene smell, like they're burning a space heater. So the other night, let's fast forward, I have this on my YouTube page, and you can look down the page, and you'll see that the fire company was here, and they literally took the whole smoke alarm off because they were burning the space heater downstairs, and either the wick burned out of it. And you know how I grew up with a space heater in my home as a child, so I know when the wick goes out, it puts off black smoke, and it stinks like hell. Especially when the kerosene heater runs out of oil, it'll do the same thing. It'll put off black, stinky smoke that fills up the whole house, and it gags you. Well, that's what happened the other night. It was barely audible with the nose, but you could smell it, and it was rancid, noxious to the nostrils. Next thing you know, the smoke alarm kept going off. The people in apartment 4 kept coming out and trying to shut it off. Well, I'm running around my apartment going, I do smell kerosene, but I don't smell, I didn't smell fire. I didn't smell smoke like something was on fire. So next thing you know, the fire company comes and takes the whole smoke alarm. I'm like, what the hell? So I got wiring hanging out the wall outside my door because of these people downstairs. So again, this morning, which is I'm going to say the 27th. I don't know exact date. I think it's the 27th of February, 2025. Oh, actually, it's down at the bottom. What the hell am I talking about? Date, time, and days down at the bottom. Yes, it is the 27th. I go to leave to go out to the store this morning, and again, the whole hallway downstairs, not upstairs, is filled with that smell. And I'm like, I had enough of this. I'm calling the township. So, in all fairness, I wanted to give the landlord one last heads up. I'm like, look, there's kids down there, and probably both apartments. I hear them all the time, from a newborn crying all the time to about a 5-year-old. And next thing you know, I called and cussed him out. I was like, look, this has got to stop. I'm going to start turning them into here. I'm going to call the fire company and tell them that's what set the smoke alarm off the other night, because I'm not getting blamed for none of this. The people in the back are running a dog kennel. They have a dog back there that's pooping and peeing on plastic, and then they're dragging the plastic out the back door and getting the poop and pee everywhere. Because, the dog's standing in his own fecal matter. Where else was he in the lazy boy recliner, relaxing? So he's walking in it. They let him out of the apartment to run all over the hallway. Guess where the poop and pee is being tracked? All over, he comes up to my door, then he'll go down and, wait at the top of the steps. So then they'll put him back in the room, clean up the poop, drag it out the back door, which I have videos of on my YouTube wall. Then they leave. And you know what they do? They don't clean this poop up, so they track it down the steps. These people downstairs let their kids out to play with it. And if anybody knows dogs, or maybe you don't and need to be informed, but dogs carry 9 different viruses in their poop and their saliva. They carry ringworm, heartworm, tapeworm. They can carry all kinds of parasites. So can cats. So when you track their poop and pee all over the place, you're just spreading, parasites all over the place. So again, I had to contact the landlord about that. Next thing you know, they're mad at me because they decided to be F-tards, and and on top of that, the dog was barking nonstop all the time. You can hear it. I'm sitting in my living room now. I'm 2 rooms away from my front door, and I can hear it. It kept you up at night. Every time they come home, they would leave the door open, and now you could hear it even twice as loud because it's echoing down the stairs. You get what I'm saying? So I got tired of it. I called the landlord and complained about them, and now the downstairs people. So what you just seen was them driving away, hiding the kerosene heater. Because I said I'm turning them in for this and the weed smoke all the time. They're smoking pot around their kids. Now, with all that said, I am an advocate for recreational and medicinal marijuana. I believe that marijuana has done far less damage than alcohol in this country or any other country. Alcohol has caused bar fights, numerous stitches, people to get killed in car wrecks, on and on and on. We all know this. That's common knowledge. Marijuana, what does it hurt? The guy that's smoking it, his brain cells die. So what? You understand what I mean? And it becomes a burnout. And his artistic ability, it's hindered because of it. Even Willie Nelson and people like that, Snoop Dogg says it. I could think clearer. I can write raps better. I could do this. I could do that. Much better off the weed. You know what I mean? If they don't admit it, they're retarded then. But it's true. It does. It's a mood and mind altering chemical. Now, would you put whiskey or beer in a baby's bottle? No. Would you drink as a parent or a babysitter around a bunch of kids? Like sit there and just do slam shots and get drunk, off tequila and alcohol? No. Well, then what gives you the right as a parent to smoke weed around that kid, which hinders your ability to everything, reaction time, everything is hindered. You're slower, you're dumber, you're not thinking clearly. On top of that, you're driving and operating a car under the influence of marijuana, which should be the same laws that apply for alcohol should apply for marijuana. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't be able to smoke it in their own. Hey, smoke away, truckloads, have fun, bong it up. Get one of those little plastic bubbles, step inside and smoke it up. But what I'm saying is I don't want to see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, or smell it. I have asthma. I have other things wrong with my lungs. I don't want to be affected by it. Number two, you're smoking it around your kids. They're little underdeveloped hearts, lungs, and brains that you're allowing. And if I can smell it up here, only God only knows what them kids are smelling downstairs. They probably have more THC in them than Cheech and Chong put together downstairs, them little kids, because I smell it all the time on top of the kerosene, which is dangerous. That kerosene heater gets tipped over, or a dog's tail wags against it and catches on fire, and he runs around the house catching everything on fire. You get my point. That's dangerous. They put it too close to the curtains. I've had enough of this. This is 12 months of this slumlord. There's trash at the front door all the way up the steps right to their apartments. There's only 2 slobs in here. The dog people in apartment 4, which is every time she comes home within 24 hours, there's either chaos, somebody gets stabbed, there's an ambulance here, or the cops are here. Likewise with downstairs. Every time she leaves, they take over. The pot smoking, the kerosene heater, the crazy. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. It's like you're corralling a bunch of kids and I'm the only grown-up. I just got done telling Omar that, the maintenance guy. I said, look, this is your job. This is the landlord's job. What I'm going to do now is step back, and if you don't want to do your job, I'm just going to report yous from now on. Township, health department, on and on and on. Children and youth, Section 8. These people in here are probably on Section 8. Section 8 clearly states you're not supposed to have a kerosene heater. So they were just escaping out of that car because they don't want to lose their Section 8, right? That's what happened. The landlord, instead of doing anything about it, called and warned them, get that out of there, because he's going to call. You get what I'm saying? This landlord is a scumbag. So, all right, that's all I had to say, but I just wanted to show the car. They put the kerosene heater. It's a big square one. I saw it, and the top of it has some kind of orange lid on it, like probably the safety sticker, like do not burn around kids, or, that kind of thing. It looked like red or orange, like as orange as that. I don't know if you can see that now, but that's how reddish orange it was. So whatever was on top of that thing. So, and it was square and tall, about 2 foot tall. So they jammed it in the back of the car and took off like they were, escaping convicts or something. Oh, there you go. All right.